has his tantrums and you look at him in the eyes, he's intimidating.
She's so emotional. She finds joy in making people upset. I think he senses my fear and he definitely feeds off of it.
I'm Terra Adams.
And I'm Jesse Adams.
We're raising 2 kids, Penelope, 5 years old, and Blaze, 2 years old. Literally every day. He kicks things, he pulls,
He yells, he scratches,
screams to the top of his lungs.
My name is Olivia Owen.
And my name is Wade Owen.
We are the parents of 6 children, including 2 toddlers. Nova Lane, who is 3, and Roman, who is 2. I feel like that they couldn't be more different. When it comes to tantrums, Roman's very animated. He'll throw himself on the floor. He'll kick, he'll scream.
He's just angry.
All the time. When Nova has her tantrums, she just pouts.
I think they tend to agitate each other.
It's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Are you ready to be nice?
Yeah.
Show me.
Terra and Jesse Adams are joining us from Manville, Texas, along with their children, Penelope and Blaze, and Olivia and Wade Owen are at home in Salt Lake City, Utah. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Terra and Jesse, tell me, because I posted a picture of my son, and I said wrongly, terrible twos, and people said, no, 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 this is the terrific twos. How do you explain it?
Well, yeah, we call it terrific twos. We don't like to,
There's no easy way to explain it.
yeah.
you just try to make the best out of it and just take it one day at a time.
And it gets easier as it goes, but yeah, we call it busybody. It's busybody twos.
A busybody too. So what I noticed was at some point, my son decided that he could make every decision on his own. Even though he didn't know the words for it, he could make the decision. When did you know you were in the terrific twos?
It actually started before he even turned 2. He's very vocal and independent, and he's gonna tell you what's bothering him and keep it moving. But it started way before he turned 2 and before he can be vocal. He was letting us know in any way.
Oh my, Olivia and Wade, you're on standby. You are juggling a lot of children. So you've been through the terrific twos a few times. Is it different with each child?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a huge difference with personality and the way that each child handles their emotions is just completely different.
Have you evolved with each child to understand this stage? Are you like, I mean, you're the adult, so you don't outnumber them, but in age, you technically do.
Yeah, so yes, with each one of them, I feel like that I've gotten the hang of it a lot better and learned through trial and error how to handle each of the moments.
Okay, I'm intrigued by the trial and error part of this. What was the error? Because I've learned you can't negotiate with a 2-year-old. Well, I shouldn't say I've learned that. I'm trying that tactic.
Yeah, there are definitely times where I try something and it just does not work the way that I thought it would work or the way that it worked even yesterday.
Jesse, you said that Blaze's personality changed and he started having tantrums when he started walking. Why do you think that the walking thing was the change?
Well, I think it was before he was walking. When we turned his car seat around to face us, it was just a nightmare after that. He wanted us to do everything. He was just so independent. But when he started walking, there was no stopping him at all. It was just, I want to go where I want to go, and you can't tell me no.
So when you turn the car seat forward, he said, "Oh, now I'm backseat driving."
Yeah.
I'm joined by the one and only Nanny Connie Simpson, a family and child care expert with more than 30 years of experience. She's helped celebrities like George and Amal Clooney, Justin Timberlake, and his wife, Jessica Biel. Full disclosure, Nanny Connie has helped me a time or 2 or 3 or 4 when I've called her. Good to see you. So your costume is what?
Oh, a tired mother.
A tired mother. I love it.
Tired as a mother.
Nanny Connie, we were talking in the break, and one of the TAMPAM members in studio said she is 4. She never went through the terrific 2s. And I said I would lend her Moses for a few days. It varies. But it's almost like they have 2 personalities. This little baby you brought home and this person who wants to be their own self.
And what we have to realize at the age of 2, they're bursting at the seams from their head to their toes. They have growth in their body. They have growth inside of their head. And they're trying to figure out which one fits my personality. So they try them all out on you and they go, oh, I got over on Mom on that one, so I'm going to do that. You know, or, oh, this one I have to hold back. So they try them all until you put them in boundaries and you give them consistent, when you're talking to them, be very consistent and be very, like, direct with what you want. So they need boundaries and consistency.
So they need boundaries while all along testing the boundaries.
Yes, absolutely.
Why did we start calling it terrible 2s if it really isn't terrible?
Because we're scared.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't know the unknown. You know, we're like, you're 2 and you're terrible. No, I'm not. You know, it's like you. If I were to be put into a laboratory of scientists, I'd be scared to death of what to do in there because there's so much stuff that they have going on. So with a child, they have so much in their head going on. They're going to try it all out.
They're going to try it all out.
Yeah.
So, speaking of trying things, Olivia and Wade, they use the time out system. Anybody in our audience use time out on their kids before? So I personally I did for a second.
Yes.
I was like, 1 minute,
yes,
2 minutes. And I thought it worked, but there are mixed opinions about timeout and countdowns.
Well, you have to be consistent. You have to change your tone of voice. They have to know that this is not okay with Mom. If you go in and go, okay, you got 2 minutes, they go, okay, I got 2 minutes. What am I going to do in this 2 minutes? But if you go in and go, that's it, we have 2 minutes on this, and you set the timer, and this means something to them, then they know, okay, this behavior warrants this, and I don't want to do that. So now they start putting association with different stuff because we've changed our tone of voice and how we approach the situation.
Your mug says tired as a mother.
Absolutely.
I'm tired as a mother. Do you think that we as parents take it personally?
We do.
Okay, is that part of the problem?
We do. We think that we've been with them all day. We've given them so much. Why aren't they cooperating? Because they don't know. They're not grown. They're trying to grow and understand. And they're going, well, you're going to give me this? Okay, I'm going to go along with that because this is something new for me.
So Terra and Jesse, you're still with us. You admit sometimes to bribing. I have to confess, I'm like, you want a goldfish? What do you want? Anything to make it stop. What do you say, Nanny Connie, about bribing?
I say that you have to start off the way you want to end up. If you start off with the bribery, then they're going to go, oh, wait a minute. You mean I can pull your earring and I'm going to get some goldfish? Okay, because Mom's going to give me the goldfish. So you have to be consistent. You can't, do it this way 1 minute and then change up tomorrow. So every day it has to be the same thing. And the goldfish are only for when you do something right, correctly.
Well, let's go back. I want to go back real quick to Olivia and Wade because I mentioned that timeout system. And in the past, they've used it. Olivia, do you find that timeout works for you guys?
Yeah, I really like it. Timeout for us, is just timeout, just to take a break for both me and the child so that we can just breathe and just reset. Calm down, and then we talk about it, and we talk about how to handle it and what we should do differently or how to communicate and use your words. But I find that I can't even talk to them until they've calmed down. So timeout is just to take a break for us.
Well, and Nanny Connie, you said it's a reset, but it's a reset for the parents and the child. I remember when I asked you about Moses not napping. He would get in the bed, he would do everything. You said, no, let him stay in there. Even if he doesn't nap, you need that hour break.
That's right.
He needs that hour break. He's safe in the crib.
That's right. children, when a child isn't, if you're upset with someone, the last thing you want them to be is in your face and space. So you want your time to yourself. And your child is the same way. They can't tell you that. They can only act out even more. So tell them, you know what? When you're ready, we'll talk about this. So you have to give them a place to go and have this time. And then when we're talking about it. We're not crying about it. We're talking about it. So if you need to cry, go back. And when you're ready, I'm ready. But until then, we can't talk about this.
Oh, okay. I mean, can we really talk to a 2-year-old like that? Can we communicate with them that way?
Absolutely. TikTok, internet, and everything else does. Why can't we do it as their parents? I mean...
So you meet them where they are.
Meet them on their playing field.
I also had a tip about really getting down on your knees and talking to them eye to eye. Why does that matter? Because
you're not superior in this situation. You're trying to make a point in this situation. So you're not trying to talk down to them. You're trying to communicate to them. So you want to make sure you have eye contact and you keep bringing it back to the center. Excuse me, I'm talking. Excuse me, do you understand what I'm saying? So you make sure you stay on their level and you make sure you have that eye contact. And they get it because now this is a new mom. She grew a new head, it's Halloween. And now she means what she says.
Okay. Terra, Jesse, Olivia, and Wade, listen, thank you so much for joining us today. I understand, well, y'all got a lot of kids. I can't say I understand that part of it, but much respect to what you're doing and raising those beautiful children. Thank you so much for being members of the Tam Fam.